Headache or migraine, 10 ways to tell the difference. Do you often experience head pain that casts a shadow over your day, leaving you wondering whether it's a run-of-the-mill headache or the more complex and often debilitating condition known as a migraine? Accurately distinguishing between a common headache and a migraine is not just about semantics, it's the crucial first step towards understanding your symptoms and exploring the most appropriate natural relief strategies tailored to your specific type of head pain. Before we delve into 10 essential ways to differentiate a typical headache from a migraine, it is paramount to remember that the information presented in this video is intended for general knowledge and informational purposes only, and it should never be interpreted as a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or personalized treatment from a qualified healthcare provider. If you find yourself experiencing frequent, severe, or unusual head pain, it is imperative to seek consultation with a medical doctor or neurologist for a comprehensive evaluation to identify any underlying medical conditions and to develop a tailored management plan that addresses your individual needs. The science-backed resources supporting the information presented in this video can be found in the description below. Welcome to our daily health. While the terms headache and migraine are often used interchangeably in everyday conversation, it's important to recognize that they represent distinct clinical entities with varying characteristics, underlying mechanisms, and often require different approaches when seeking natural relief and long-term management. Gaining a clear understanding of these fundamental differences can empower you to better communicate your symptoms to healthcare professionals, track your episodes more effectively, and explore the natural remedies that are most likely to provide you with meaningful relief from your specific type of head pain. This knowledge can be a significant step towards taking control of your head health and improving your overall quality of life. Here are 10 key ways to tell the difference between a common headache and a migraine. Number 1. The intensity and quality of the pain. A common headache, particularly the prevalent tension headache, typically manifests as mild to moderate pain that individuals often describe as a dull aching or pressing sensation that can feel like a tight band squeezing around the head. The pain is usually not so severe as to be completely incapacitating, allowing most people to continue with their normal daily routines, albeit with some discomfort. This type of headache tends to build gradually and may fluctuate in intensity, but rarely reaches the debilitating levels often associated with migraines. Conversely, a migraine is characterized by moderate to severe pain that is frequently described as throbbing, pounding, or pulsating. The intensity of the pain during a migraine attack can be profound, often making it extremely difficult or even utterly impossible for individuals to carry out even the simplest of daily tasks. This significant difference in pain intensity and the often debilitating nature of migraine pain is a crucial distinguishing factor when trying to differentiate it from a more typical headache. The pain can escalate rapidly and often reaches a peak that necessitates rest and avoidance of activity. Number 2. The location of the pain. Tension headaches, being the most common type of primary headache, typically present with pain that affects both sides of the head, bilateral. This pain may radiate from the neck upwards into the head or feel like a generalized pressure encompassing the entire head. While the intensity can vary, the widespread location is a characteristic feature. Migraine pain, on the other hand, exhibits a strong tendency to be unilateral, meaning it is often localized to one side of the head. This pain can be specifically felt in the temples, behind one of the eyes, or even radiate into the face, jaw, or neck on the affected side. Although migraines can occasionally occur on both sides of the head, bilateral, the frequent presentation as a one-sided headache is a significant clinical clue that points towards a migraine rather than a typical tension headache. The location of the pain can sometimes shift between sides in different migraine attacks for the same individual. Number 3. Associated symptoms. The presence of nausea and vomiting. Common headaches, such as tension headaches, are generally not accompanied by significant systemic symptoms. While you might experience some tenderness in your scalp or stiffness in the muscles of your neck and shoulders, the occurrence of nausea and vomiting is relatively rare in typical headache scenarios. Their absence is a characteristic feature that helps distinguish these headaches from migraines. Nausea and vomiting are very common and often profoundly debilitating symptoms that frequently accompany migraine attacks. These gastrointestinal disturbances can manifest before the onset of the headache phase prodrome, occur during the peak of the headache, or even persist into the post-headache phase postdrome. The presence of significant nausea, with or without vomiting, is a strong indicator that the head pain you are experiencing is likely a migraine rather than a more common headache. Found this video valuable? Like and subscribe for more health tips. Drop your comments or questions below. We're eager to hear from you. Please share this video to help others. Number 4. Sensitivity to light and sound, photophobia and phonophobia. While individuals experiencing a particularly severe tension headache might report some mild and general discomfort in response to bright light or loud noises, a marked and often debilitating sensitivity to light, photophobia, and sound, phonophobia, is a hallmark neurological feature of migraines. During a migraine attack, even moderate levels of light and sound can become intensely irritating and significantly worsen the already severe migraine pain. This heightened sensory sensitivity often drives individuals experiencing a migraine to seek refuge in a dark and quiet environment as a primary means of finding some semblance of relief. The presence of significant photophobia and phonophobia is a strong indicator of a migraine. Number 5. Aura. The occurrence of visual or sensory disturbances. Aura is a unique neurological phenomenon that precedes or accompanies the headache phase in approximately 20 to 30% of individuals who experience migraines. The most common type of aura involves visual disturbances, which can manifest as flashing lights, shimmering zigzag lines, temporary blind spots, scotomas, or even tunnel vision. However, aura can also involve sensory changes, such as tingling or numbness that typically starts in the fingers and spreads up the arm to the face, or even speech difficulties and motor weakness in rare cases. Common tension headaches do not involve an aura. The occurrence of an aura is a strong and specific indicator that the head pain is likely a migraine. The symptoms of an aura typically develop gradually over several minutes and usually last less than an hour, resolving completely before the headache pain intensifies. Number 6. The degree of impact on daily activities. A mild to moderate tension headache typically does not completely prevent you from engaging in your normal daily activities, although it might certainly make them less comfortable and require you to push through some discomfort. You can usually still manage to go to work or school, perform household chores, and participate in social interactions, albeit perhaps with a reduced level of comfort and focus. In stark contrast, the severe pain and the often accompanying constellation of symptoms associated with a migraine attack are frequently debilitating. A migraine can make it utterly impossible to perform even the most basic daily tasks, often forcing the individual to lie down and rest, typically in a darkened and quiet room, until the headache subsides. This significant and often complete disruption of normal functionality is a key differentiating factor between a migraine and a more typical headache. The incapacitating nature of a migraine is a defining characteristic. Number 7. Identifying potential triggers. While both common headaches and migraines can be triggered by various factors, the specific types of triggers and the intensity of their effect can often differ. Common triggers for tension headaches frequently include stress, fatigue, poor posture, prolonged computer use, and dehydration. Migraines, however, tend to have a broader and often more specific range of potential triggers. These can include hormonal fluctuations in women related to menstruation, pregnancy, or menopause, the consumption of certain foods and beverages, such as aged cheeses, processed meats containing nitrates, alcoholic beverages, and caffeine withdrawal, emotional stress, changes in sleep patterns, both too much and too little sleep, fluctuations in weather patterns or barometric pressure, strong smells like perfumes or chemicals, and even skipping meals. Identifying and diligently avoiding your personal migraine triggers can be a crucial component of a natural migraine management strategy aimed at reducing the frequency and severity of your attacks. Number 8. The typical duration of the head pain. A typical tension headache can vary in duration, lasting anywhere from a relatively brief 30 minutes to several hours, and in some chronic cases the pain can even persist for several days or up to a week. The length of a tension headache is often closely linked to the underlying cause, such as sustained muscle tension or ongoing stress. Untreated migraine attacks usually have a more defined and often longer duration, typically lasting anywhere from 4 hours to as long as 72 hours, 3 full days. This prolonged duration of a severe headache, especially when accompanied by other characteristic migraine symptoms, is another significant indicator that the head pain is likely a migraine rather than a more common and shorter-lived headache. Number 9. The response to over-the-counter pain relievers. Over-the-counter OTC pain relievers, such as acetaminophen, paracetamol, ibuprofen, or naproxen sodium, can often provide effective relief for mild to moderate tension headaches, especially when taken early in the course of the headache. However, while these same OTC medications might offer some degree of mild and temporary relief for a migraine, they are often significantly less effective in alleviating the severe pain and the associated symptoms, like nausea and sensitivity to light and sound. For substantial migraine relief, specific migraine medications, including both prescription drugs and certain natural remedies that target the underlying neurological mechanisms of migraines, are usually necessary. Number 10. The influence of family history. While occasional tension headaches are a common human experience and can occur in virtually anyone, there is a recognized and often significant genetic component associated with migraines. Individuals who have a family history of migraines, particularly if a parent or sibling also experiences them, have a higher likelihood of developing migraines themselves. Therefore, a documented family history of frequent and severe headaches accompanied by characteristic migraine symptoms can be an important clue in distinguishing migraines from more common headaches that do not typically have a strong familial link.